Welcome back to Hosted News, the show where we go over everything important that happened during the week. Last episode we had a mega collab between 7 or 8 different creators. This episode we also have a mega collab, but it's between 4 different creators. Each of them will have their own part in this video, so I do recommend you check them out. Links to their socials will be in the description. But enough of me rambling, let's get on with the news. So our first story is pretty recent but very weird. The number 1 Osu player, aka Mrekk, recently changed his profile picture to a question mark, and on his Me bio he set a certain date. The date is the 4th of April 2023. Nobody really knows why Mrekk did this or what it's for. Some people for some odd reason thought that this was the date that Mrekk was going to do military service. But the thing is, Australia doesn't have mandatory military service and Mrekk is also only 16 years old. So that theory wasn't really true. The only thing we can do now though is just wait and see what will happen. If you have any guesses for what this might be, then leave them in the comments. Okay, but other than the Mrekk thing, a lot of Mania related news happened this week, so I'm going to pass this to Lonely Weeb now.
This was a fun and interesting week for the Mania community. A lot of huge stuff to cover, so let's get on with it. The week started off with the player BSSD overtaking Dresser on the leaderboard, making him the new number 1 in Mania. He achieved it by setting an S rank on the map King Atlantis, getting 98.87 AC, and the player rewarding him with 1471 PP. But a few hours later, a player by the name of Kura set an impressive score on the map with 99.23% AC, almost halving BSSD's miscount. Kura's score became the new Mania PP record for the mode, with the PP count sitting at 1508 PP. The player also put Kura on the number 3 spot on the global leaderboards, helping him surpass Jakats and throwing him out of the top 3 after half a decade.
MX10001, or better known as Karcher, got a play that's worth exactly 727 PP. Haha, very funny when you see it. Other than that, with his recent pop-off, Karcher passed both Cookiezi and Rock, aka my angel Azora, making him the new rank 1 South Korea player. Congratulations to Karcher for this wonderful achievement. At the time of me recording this audio, MomoTheMelon only has 99 maps left to pass in order to achieve being the 3rd ever person to complete Osu. Lifeline is once again rank 2, overtaking Rimuru, aka Akolibed. The Osu Mixer version 2.0 has been released. This is a pretty useful program where you can select multiple skin elements and combine them into one custom skin. If you want to try it out yourself, then be sure to check the link in the description. A €1,000 bounty has been set on whoever can get the first FC on the Pain Remains 2 until the end of the year. If you think that you can FC this map and claim the €1,000 bounty, then go for it. I can totally do it. Chaconi has reached the top 10, overtaking both Ryuk and Mafia. This means after many years, Ryuk is out of the top 10.
If you want to stay updated with the latest Hosted News, then a sub to the channel would be appreciated.
Last week we saw a DT only FC from Xootynator on Tsukinami, but this week she FC'd the map again with HDDT. And it's really funny to think that almost 4 years ago, the first ever 1KPP play was set on this very same map. And here we are a few years later, seeing players like Zooty almost matching Vaxei's AC. Also, fun fact, she set this play right after her match against MCY4 on the round table. Just your casual 900 PP play.
So Karcher had an absolute pop-off this week. Within just a few days, he passed both Cookiezi and my angel Azora, getting 2 insane scores in the process. The first crazy score is his Hard Rock FC on a determined diff of Road of Resistance. We all know Road of Resistance, since it's one of the most iconic songs in the game. A classic map filler with pretty hard streams that are even harder to hit with Hard Rock. And the fact that Karcher managed to FC this while holding 99.2 AC is absolutely insane. This play rewarded him with the very solid amount of 1010 PP.
So with the recent 1,000 euro bounty on Pain Remains 2, we expect to see some really crazy scores to be set on this map, and this week did not let us down. We had a crazy, unexpected run from Ninerik, who set a 1 miss choke. This is a 9.25 star map that is filled with insane 250 BPM streams that are perfect for speed players like Ninerik. If he didn't miss, this play would have been worth almost 1.2k PP, and yes, that's 1.2k PP no mod. Words cannot describe how insane this play was, and you definitely need to check it out for yourself.
Next up, we have Karcher's FC on Cry Thunder with Hard Rock. The Cry Thunder map that Itke FC'd while waiting for his next OWC match, which ended up getting him rank number 1. It's been 4 years since that happened, and someone finally managed to beat his act with Hard Rock. That person turns out to be Karcher. With this play, he got the number 1 spot on the leaderboards, and it rewarded him with a well-deserved 940 PP play.
Shigetora this week set an insane score. He set an SS with hidden hard rock on this map right here, which is 8.5 stars. On top of that, the UR on this score is absolutely insane, 63.14. And probably the most absurd part of this play is that he FC'd the map 3 times and he only submitted the SS, and right after he submitted the SS, he said that he was annoyed that he misread a slider pattern. If you want to see how this play unfolded live, then I'll leave a link in the description. Shigetora is definitely one of the greatest players in Osu, but is he really the greatest player of all time? If you want to know more about this, then click this video right here. Anyways, I'm gonna go get a meal or something like that. See you in the next vid.